Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to what is a very exciting day. My name is Andy, I'm your young farmer, and we are out to do our first bit of forager work today. We are going to do our first contract over at Marwell, and we're in convoy, and we're about to spin it down here. This is the first time I'm taking the 940 out in anger, really. And I have the lads behind me here. We're bringing in the whole fleet today. We've got 3 tractors on the go, 1 pulling the telehandler that you can just see in my mirror there, 1 pulling the triple axle and 1 pulling the twin axle Brocken as well. So we've got a lot of work to do today. One field, it's a big field, there's a lot in there, so it's going to be nice to get it all blasted through. But what we're doing right now is just kind of taking ourselves down to where we need to be. One of the tractors and trailers, lads caught up a little bit at the back of the yard there, so he left about 10 minutes later. So we'll get ourselves all set up, ready to go. And then we'll see. For this first cut here, we are just doing the one big field there. It's about a 45-acre field, but there's a lot of grass on there, seemingly. So that's going to be exciting to see how that all comes off. It's going to be a bit of a trial and error for me just to see how we get on with the forager here, of course. But I'm looking forward to it anyway. Everything is looking good down here at the yard. And yeah, we're just going to have to get everyone set up and see. Now, we're just going to kind of swing ourselves into here for now, I think. We'll wait and see when the lads are coming. Just put that on there. Yeah, it's been a lovely drive over. I must say, here comes trailer number 1, and then we got Martin there who is pulling the loader. So that's fantastic to see. And yeah, we're going around the back. Here's where we're going today. This is the pit that we're going to be filling up. It's a big old pit. We've got plenty of space to get ourselves stuck into here, which should be fantastic. We should easily get everything into there. I'm curious to see from a first cut standpoint what actually goes in. And we should be looking good. So what we're going to do is just get the telehandler unloaded. I got a little bit of additive I need to put into the tank, which kind of speeds up the fermentation, really. But yeah, this is the fleet that we brought across here. This is the new low loader to us. Picked up something that we can pull around the telehandler for jobs such as this, which I think is looking good. The Maxim pulls out very handily. And then we got the two 240s that are going to be on the trailers there today, which put onto this one because the trailer sits a little nicer on this as opposed to the Maxim there, and it's a good looking trailer. Really do like these trailers a lot. Nice little pair in there indeed. For me though, this is going to be my chariot for the day. This is our fantastic 940. Of course, it's least supposed we went through this whole decision recently on the last episode there that we brought to you. Yeah, that's what we're working with right now. It's going to be great to kind of get stuck into it there. Lads on the carton have to come all the way around the back here. Oh, there's a nice old baler in there. And yeah, what they'll be doing is we might just open this up here, actually give them a little bit more space. I think this is the sheep pasture anyway. So let's find out here. Looks like it is. So they're going to have a little bit of space in which to kind of stick the front end into here and then get tipped. So that is all looking good. Ultimately, we should find that we've got Josh who's coming up from the other yard with the other 240. He's a little behind at the moment there. We'll give him a few minutes to get caught up. And what I'm going to do is take myself on up to the field, which is just up over the hill there. And we'll get ourselves ready to go. I think this shouldn't take us too long at all. So wheels will be rolling very shortly indeed. All right. So as we coming up here, we'll get ourselves ready. We're just coming. We haven't mowed down too many of the fields. We brought the butterfly mows in here just the other day. There, I managed to get through most of the got through this big field. Yeah, we're still waiting to hear what the instructions are for some of this other ground here, but that's not a problem at all. We'll figure that one out as and when we have to. But yeah, ultimately, well, this bit didn't get raked up very well. We'll have to see if we can get that picked up some way somehow. But yeah, what we'll do is this kind of set ourselves up here so we're good to go when the time arrives. And we'll see how it's looking, I think. But yeah, so like I say here, we've got Ryan who is going to be driving one tractor. There's a whole new group of lads working for me at the moment here. They're doing a sterling job, though. We've had them in for a while. Everyone's settled in. Everyone likes the case tractors, which is always good. Need that one, so that's always nice to see. But yeah, what we're going to do is just hang fire here. We'll give it a little bit of time just to see if Josh is just around the corner, and then we can get ourselves going as soon as possible. Well, all right then, folks, we are all ready to go there. We have a Josh who has just arrived, so we've got both tractors and trailers here ready to go. The pit is looking good and ready to go. We've got additive in the forager. It's time to get going. I think we've had a little cup of tea as well just to get ourselves ready to roll. And yeah, let's see how long it takes to do this. About 45 acres, give or take, like I mentioned. So we'll see. There is Oh, Ryan ready to go in tractor trailer number 1. And there we go for me. Have a look, see. So this is going to be the first kind of time we're out and about in this here tractor. We'll have to see how we get on here in this forager really. So yeah, rough idea of what we're doing with it, but we'll just kind of take our time around this first headland, especially because ultimately it's not mine. Don't want to lang anything off either of my tractors actually, but especially don't want to do any damage to the forager. But yeah, first headland when this was getting mowed down the other day was a little thin. Didn't look like there was too much here, but then once you get into the thickness of the field, it does really pick up there. So that is going to be interesting to see what we pick up along the way. Around we go. We're looking just a little tight up against that hedgerow. Try and give Ryan as much space as he has. Go. A lot of keeping an eye on here. Really, really is. But yeah, we're flying. We're flying. Once we get into the field there, we'll be doing even better. Now, like I said, this is one of these smaller tractors or foragers of the class fleet. Currently, the 900 Jaguar series. This is the 940. I think we go up to 980 at the moment there, which is huge. Way too big for what we need, to be honest there. This is a little too big, actually, but it's all they had available when we were, because we were quite late in the game to rent any more foragers, so we'll take the baby one in the fleet. But hey, it's working well for me. No complaints. Very comfortable, very quiet as well. You can probably sit in this for hours and hours and hours without any issues. I'm sure many people do. We've put a little bit of additive into the forager. Now what that will do is just help speed up the fermentation, the breakdown of some of the silage there, and the spreading of the bacteria really, which is what you need for fermentation. So it works very well as far as that is concerned. And yeah, we'll see how we get on. Looks like we're coming close on the full trailer there already. Not too far away. Just see it starting to come up over the top there now. Sure, I'll get a beep in a moment or two. There you go. Ah, there's Josh to the party as well. Happy days. Lovely stuff. So the 240s are on the Brockens. Now this one's going to take a little bit longer to fill. This is the triple axle here that we have. I don't know. We'll see how this season goes, if we're going to kind of venture towards this a little bit more often. But if we do, then who knows? We might well look into maybe upgrading the twin axle to a triple. That might help out. But yeah, that's just something that we're kind of looking into at the moment there. The triple axle we always had because it was a great grain trailer more than anything else. Let's go around here. There we go. Perfect stuff. Looking good there, team. Looking really good. I do like those 240s. They're a beautiful looking tractor, actually. Externally really good to drive. A lot of people had some bad words for them when we were moving over to Case, but you know, I've had nothing but praise from the drivers. Love them. Love the comfort as well. Love the simplicity of them to drive them. Quite a few driver aids. Now, they might not be quite as nice as, let's say, a new Fendt, for example, there, but it's also nowhere near the cost to keep one and to buy one in the first place. So, certainly a reason why we're looking into them there. Okay. Getting a little bit thicker along here, so it'll take our time as we get through it all, but we're going. And of course, there's probably a few settings here that I could change at some point as well. We'll have to have a look into that one, see how well it can be done. But yeah, for a first time round, we'll just take our time really with it. See how we go. As you can see though, pretty good looking slots in the middle there. Now the farmer did rake these ones up as well, because he has a little rake here, so he's put 3 into 1. So we knocked down 6 headlands there, which worked well. And then I knocked it down the other day, and he came in the very next day and he raked it up. So we're all good to go. Oh, and there we go. That is number 2. So that's a triple axle there already. That is looking remarkable. And we'll just stop this. Now we do have the drone with us as well. So what we'll probably do at some point here is get some drone shots out and about. Obviously I have to wait until I get into the middle rows there where it's a little bit easier, because right now I don't know if I trust myself too much with the headlands and the new bit of kit and everything that goes with it there. Okay, I thought we'd be okay with 2. Maybe we'll be once we get going there, but it's just getting used to it really. Oh, here he comes. That's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Any minute now, Ryan will come in. There you go, and we're away. Perfect stuff. So it's a little bit tight in this here corner. We'll have to get that all figured out. There we go. Awesome stuff. As you can see, this is a fairly big old field here. This used to be in cereal crops in barley, oat and wheat rotation. This farmer's changed his mind though. He's stuck it into a little bit of grass. He's got 110 suckle herd of dairy cattle, so he needs all the silage in here. We'll be making 3 cuts, I would imagine. First, second cut going in the pit there, and then the third cut will likely be bales. I believe that's the idea anyway, but we'll see how we get on with that. But yeah, lots of mouths to feed there, a lot of grass that we can get in. But we've also got some whole crop silage, some maize silage that might be on the cards as well there. So lots of work here. I am really looking forward to getting a little bit more work in with this particular farmer, because yeah, just so much that we can do really. Really am looking forward to it. And we'll be able to kind of get a good relationship going here. We've got some other work coming up on another farm, which is not too far away from here again actually. But that's going to be a little bit smaller work. It's going to be just a lot of stubble to stubble contracts there, I think. Which should be a great thing. Really should be quite good for us. And here comes Josh flying back in there. So it looks like we're on the 2-trailer system. We're about getting caught up now. That should be good enough. Should be fine. Flying up there. Oh, there we go. So what we'll do, we'll get these headlands done, and we'll come back to you and through the fields a little bit more, and we'll see how it's all coming together. Look at the state of that triaxle trailer. It's an absolute gem. And what I really do like about that trailer is it's riding really well actually. Even when you have a full load of wheat in the back of it, it still does sail along. It's absolutely beautiful. And like I say, the suspension on the case there is fantastic as well with it. Really does handle it well. We actually had one of the lads drive the Magnum earlier on today as well, and they were very impressed with how that worked as well there, which is fantastic to see. Really is. We've had a few drone shots out and about there, which has been good so far. And so what we're going to do next, I think, is probably just show you what it's looking like down at the pit as well. But yeah, we're getting into it now. We've got a little bit more space there. We're flying into it. I feel like I need to get a few more of these settings adjusted, because I just think this has got a little few. It's not possibly working quite as quickly as I may have thought it would. So we'll just have to see if we can get any more speed into there. But here comes Ryan again in my mirrors. I can just see him coming, so we'll fire ourselves back up there. The lads are getting into a groove now, which is great. Really is. And we'll see how we get going here. And away we go. Shouldn't take us too long now to all in here. Obviously, with it all being rowed up, we should be able to really cover some ground once we start going, taking the rows off here. But yeah, hopefully this will be good. I'd be curious to see how much of a pit it fills up there. Perhaps in the next episode we'll bring you a bit of an update on that one, because I don't think we'll get it all covered here today. But yeah, we're doing okay. What we'll do is, as soon as we get Ryan full here, I've got the drone sitting down on the floor. We're going to follow Ryan to the pit, I think, which should be good. Oh, he stopped. Is he alright there? Yeah, we're good. Fantastic. Okay, now some of the lads here, this is the first time working with me here on the Forager. It's my first time on the Forager as well, so we're getting our communication all up and working. It seems to be going well. Okay, is he waiting for me? I think he is. Okie dokie. Alright, and off we go. So I hope you're all doing very well. If you're starting your grassland work as well, then let us know how it's all going, what you're getting up to with it. If you're on bale silage, if you're on cart duties, or even on the forage as well, let me know. Let me know which foragers are doing your ground as well, because I'm very interested in that. A little bit of a sneaky hill on this side though. Good job it's dry. I know there's a few ruts in here when we're mowing that would suggest that at some point this has been wet when it's been lifted in the past. But yeah, it's a little sneaky hill, that's for sure. Alright, but we're flying in there. I think we're about full. I just see it starting to come up through the top there. It won't be too much longer. And here comes Josh to the rescue again. I think 3 trailers would have been one too many. I think we're doing well with the 2 that we have. So this looks like it's going to be us for the rest of the morning at least. We'll probably get this done. We'll have a late lunch here. We'll probably get this done around about 2-3 o'clock. I think it's not too many acres left once we get these headlands knocked down, I don't think there. And we'll get into the throes of it. But we're cracking on with a bit of speed here now, which is good. And I think we'll try and keep that going for the next little bit. But we brought you a little bit of the action so far. We brought you arriving. We brought you some headland work here and the cart back to the yard there with the pit work. So I hope you have enjoyed. If you haven't, you would like to see more, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to Simulation for the Nation, who very kindly agrees to host everything. We will see you all in the next episode where silage work continues. And we'll be busy for the next little while. The customer book is starting to fill up here a little bit, which is good news. So we should see a lot more forager action coming up. A little bit of whole crop, which is going to be exciting as well. So plenty to come along for the ride. Until then, though, thank you ever so much for watching, folks. I do hope you have enjoyed. My name has been Andy. I am your young farmer, and we'll see you all in the next one. Catch you later.